No, she's too good as a field player to waste that. And as for Sneeder, lines up. Manker was, vision, just couldn't reach her target.
I wonder if she'll play in net all game or if they'll sub her off at half time. Some players, when you're outfield player, you itch to play outfield.
Absolutely, yeah. I think she might have her kit under her. So I don't know. Possible. That was a footy kick towards a goal from Galina. So she's definitely got her kicking boots on. First Nita goes wide. Ike just couldn't get a clean possession. Manker looking to reset the ball. Spekopoulos got in her way. She steals the ball. They can go now.
Oh!
First attempt at goal. Not a bad effort. It's corner kick for Phoenix. Shanley. Quick throw out coming from Jacobs. Ike. And Kerr getting pressure once again from Spekopoulos. She's done well. And no option but to play it out.
I'm really interested to see what next season brings for Phoenix and how they will go about the off season. I've spoken to Coach Parthamos. He's given me a few details. I can't spill, but he has a good vision for the team. So I'm really excited because again, this is a young core team as well. New to the league, it's your founding season. Not quite the resurrection of the Phoenix that you would want, but you have to start somewhere.
Got to start in the Ashes.
Got to start there.
Once the Ashes form, create the foundation. This is the foundation right now. Yeah, and once you plant the seeds and you water it, it's going to bloom.
We hope so.
We hope so. We hope it's going to be right soil into right season, and we hope they get a lot of sun. It's all part of the process, and that was a shot taken there by Now too, and saved there by keeper Galina.
Again, doing a good job.
Against, Now too, she's got a good foot on her. So is Fresnita. That first goal from Ike, 101, what can you do? And Alicia Ike, second attempt at goal there.
Oh my goodness. Pinpoint.
Very pinpoint. Just couldn't execute it. And Preston on the counter. And with ease, Alicia Ike gets her second of this evening. Preston on the move.
I don't know what my comment should be about that because Galena can't do anything. It's as simple as, what are you going to do there? That good pass. Unfortunate. Really, that's a hard ball to control. But she had the right idea here. When it gets to a point, in this exact moment, what are you going to do as a goalkeeper? That's too easy. That's almost charity.
2-on-1. You have to go for one player. You can't go for both. Marie Spekopoulos didn't go back and track. The moment she lost that ball, she stopped playing. She meant to follow the player and get that back post defender in play.
But that's how you lose games.
When you stop playing?
No. Maybe.
Phoenix is doing well in the forward pressure, just not capitalizing on their ball movement. When they have it, they're just unsure what the next game plan is. See the fluorescent boots, Stephanie Yang receiving the ball. Now two gets it back. Lays it off to Alicia Ike. Receives it back. Saved there by Galina. I feel like we talked about instincts in the first game. I feel like Galina has that instinct.
As a goalkeeper?
Mm-hmm. As now two collects a ball inside the D for Preston. Gets Preston's now fourth goal.
Even her instincts wouldn't help her there. I mean, and now two hit that.
She hit it just with so much
from
power.
there.
Mm-hmm.
If you miss, you're going to need like some slaps on the wrists or something because that is as open as you'll ever get. And she has a rocket.
Mm-hmm. You don't even see that ball leave the ground. It's just before you know it.
Blink and you miss it,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. It's so quick. So Yang tries to find a player centrally. Rossi couldn't keep it into play.
Preston are one of those teams that when you look at their squad on paper, they should be points within Evolution and Fitzroy. And I don't want to get too much slack for talking about consistency, but if they were just a bit more consistent, they'd be contending. Because they beat the top teams. But it's when they struggle against, I hate to call them lesser opponents, that's not right. But teams that you think they should get the points there.
They're not bad. They're, third on the ladder is credit to them.
Yeah, but I think it
good.
should be closer. They are that good. And you look at their starting lineup, in general, variety, now to Fresneda, Galea, like, you know what I mean? Like, you hear these names, you're like, that is a stacked team. It's a super team.
All right, let's see the last 5 games from them. So last week, they versed Acu, and it went to penalties. So for them, they should have won that fair and square, but Acu came fighting.
Yeah.
Week before that, they bet Fitzroy.
Yeah.
So that was
one of the greatest games I've ever seen in my life, ever.
For them, why can't they do that again the following week?
Mm.
And then they versus Evolution. It was 3-5.
It's a hard game. I understand Evolution's a tough opponent.
Carlton the week before, 3-7. So that was a big win for them. And then Evolution again, 2-5. Am I just reading this right? I'm doing the wrong things. They played Evolution very close in a row.
Yeah, they did. I was actually a couple of weeks ago, I was looking at that same thing and I was questioning myself. I'm like, no way.
So random. Why am they? Anyhow. And then they lost to Melbourne Acu.
That is. I guess those are the games you have to win.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add Evolution and Fitzroy. Don't get me wrong, but I guess those two are a step above everyone else at this point, and we'll see them in action next game.
Can't wait. And then lost to Fitzroy again, 8-5.
That's a respectable effort.
But 4-2 against the Phoenix. So that's when a game similar to this, they need to win at a larger margin.
100%.
Than just 4-2.
Especially in this league where, yes, the series is in play, but you can split the series. In the men's, you can't quite do that. If you win 2, you kind of win that battle between the teams. Here, you have 4 tries in it. So you can split that season. You need to have the goal difference too.
100%. And then was round 11 lost to Carlton 2-1. So the games that they come in expecting to win, they lose. That's where the difference is between them and Fitzroy. That's why they're, a couple of wins less than Fitzroy is. They're versing against Carlton, they're versing against Acu, and then losing. That's where they're missing the mark.
I think it's if they just play with each other, if they keep this core together, the league better watch out.
As Phoenix, they're having a lot of runs forward and taking a lot of opportunities. But it's going to take a lot to pass the keeper, Rhiannon Jacobs, coming on the squad for the last game.
Oh, no.
And that's lines up there. Bushra Mancur gets her second of tonight.
You knew that was a goal straight away.
You knew. Before it reached Bushra, we just knew that was going to be a goal.
Just the space she got here. You can't afford that step.
Just goes past the defender, right through the legs. That's the second goal we've seen tonight through the legs.
Oh! Is that Verratti trying to go for a worldie? My goodness. It will be interesting how the league pans out next year. If any teams come in, if there's a new team that comes in, that could change the entire league. It might desaturate it a little bit.
I feel like 8 is a really good number.
8, yeah.
6 is a bit too small.
You're right.
But
even 7's okay. 7's okay. You get every team gets a bye round.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward, but they did trial that before. I think either Phoenix or another team came on, and it was weird because then when you do introduce a new team, then what happens? Where do the points go?
Yeah, you can't introduce them too late into the season. I think Essendon was in the league at one point, and they're gone. They weren't good enough.
Turnover here now too. Can she line up? She sure can. And against the keeper, Galena just can't compete with such a rocket that is Karina now too getting her second of this evening.
She really has like one of my favorite shots in the entire league. It's just so powerful. Let's just look. Pow. Incredible. And she has one of the best goals I've ever. I think she will win goal of the year. Honestly.
It's such a hard contender. She's up against the likes of Mary Hubeck, Claudia Friscalzo. So many goals. That's the thing. The more goals you score, the more you'll have brilliant goals like that to be a contender for goal of the season. It's hard. I don't know who's going to pick it.
Well, if they don't pick it, I'm going to have a few words to say because you know the one I'm talking about.
You have to remind me what round.
The one?
I don't even know.
I don't even know the round. Oh, were you here for that? She hit it from about here, and it just curled into the top right corner. Like inside curl, like a banana curl.
Okay, we might have to find some footage of that, if you remember.
You'll
try not to bring it up. Must be in your archive somewhere.
It'll be in my archive somewhere, but I should have bookmarked it. Gone bad in my bookmark. And it was really something special. And Rebecca Davies obviously has a few great goals to her name.
So many out there that's just been Amanda Raha's got, you just, wow. But 6-0 here, first half of Phoenix versus Preston. Round 20, the last round of this season. Can Phoenix find one in the back of the net? They sure do!
This is exactly what you love.
Yang! Unbelievable. That is a cracker. Let's watch that one more time. So Specopoulos passed it to a very free Stephanie Yang. Keeper thought she had it, and then it just slipped over the top of her head and straight into the back of the net.
I'm going to be really happy with that one. I mean, truly. It's a shame that we won't get an interview with them unless they come back and win this. Which is, oh my God, it's looking more possible by the second with that.
Didn't have the legs in the end, ran out of room, but that was very promising because Specopoulos was wide open.
That was so close now to almost like poach that right out of Galina's hands. My goodness.
On the other end, Preston. Corner kick. Taking too long. And ball turnover. And looks like a timeout has been called actually before that shot could be possibly taken. So let's take a break. Plenty to come straight after this.
And not looking good from Fitzroy. There it is. Evolution. Right back into action. All up to AKU to finish it. 2-0. There she beat. There's the second. And there's one step closer. From that big long shot there. Bottom corner. 3-0 already. 16 minutes to go in this half. It's going to be a long thing. The amount of shots never been shown. 24 games. Can't miss that one. There he beat 9-0.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us here at Sirius Futsal Arena, broadcasted live from Thomastown. Wherever you're watching, on the WeFroth app, on YouTube, or on Facebook. Preston currently leading by 5 goals here in the first half. 2 goals to Bushra Mankur, 2 to Alicia Ike, 2 to Karina Nau, 2. And for Phoenix, Stephanie Yang, number 8, scored the goal for Northern Phoenix. for them. I'm sure there's plenty of opportunities. They've come a long way in this season. Last time they met, it was 2-4, so will it be a similar affair? Will it be just a 2-goal gut buffer? Or will Preston just hold this 5-goal lead for the time being? Just over 2 minutes to go in the first half, and stick around right after this game. Big one, Fitzroy against champions Melbourne Evolution to close up the season. And Josh joining me here. Have you found the goal from now too?
I found the goal from now too. First, we'll talk about how intense that game is going to be next. It could be a real rough push and shove type game between Fitzroy and Evolution. Especially emotions are high when you lose the title. Get to this team here, Preston. What an absolute comeback. You have to go and watch that if anyone's there. This is the goal from now too. I don't think you can see it on the screen. You're not beating that.
You might have to share that somehow.
I wish.
Can you share that?
I can get the. I'll send the link.
Send a link.
Send the link. Because
it's against Carlton. What round is it? So people can go back and watch.
Round 16.
Round 16.
And she just whacks it. The best goal of the year, surely.
I'm going to go back. Round 16, I'm going to write that down. It was Preston versus
If it's
Carlton.
Go and check it out.
Do you remember what time of the game?
What time of the game? Wow. These questions are... oh, my goodness.
It's all right. We'll work it out.
It is... if you tune into that game and you go to the second half with 6 minutes left, anyone watching, you want to watch now two's wonder goal, let us know if that is your goal of the season. And if you have something better, go for it.
There should be an audience or fan vote. There should be top 3.
There should be.
And then you vote.
I think that's fair. It's really hard, but you can't let some people in a box choose the goal of the week.
Should be an audience. They should put in their votes.
Let the people decide.
And that's how a lot of award ceremonies happen, right? There's a fan vote.
Yeah.
And that was a shot taken there by Shanley and a save from Jacobs. Huge save. Had to outstretch that one, and Shanley gets the second opportunity. I think her long hair got in the way. But not a bad effort. Comes back to defend the ball. Alicia Ike. Ball goes wide. Footy kick coming from Galena. She has to throw it in. I think Galena has forgotten the rules and forgot she's a goalkeeper and you have to throw it in and not kick it. Reset the ball here. Sometimes you get a bit excited as a keeper. And before you know it, the first half comes to an end. Preston 6 goals to Phoenix 1. Let's take a break. Second half straight after this.
And not looking good for Fitzroy. There it is. Evolution. Right back into action. All up to AKU to finish it, 2-0. There she be. There's the second. And there's one step close. From that big long shot there, bottom corner. 3-0 already, 16 minutes to go in this half. It's going to be a long thing. The amount of shots never been done. 20 games. Can't miss that one. There he be, 9-0.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the halftime break. You're watching the second half of Phoenix versus Preston in round 20, the last round of this season. As we shape things up here, Preston holding a strong lead. 2 goals to Bush and Manker, 2 to Alicia Ike and 2 to Karina now 2. And for Phoenix, number 8, Stephanie Yang scoring the 1 goal. As a throw-in occurs there, Galena collected that well. Quick throw out, didn't reach Yang in time as Ike intercepts. Verati lines it up for Fresneda. Shanley got in her way. She came back to collect the ball. So did Ike. Now they can go. And that's lines up there. Fresneda gets her first. She's happy with it now.
Deserves it.
So it comes out of nowhere. She's asking for the ball, and the first touch left boot. Wow.
Off balance too.
Yeah, unbelievable.
This kind of makes me sad though.
Why
I'm gonna have to now. I'm gonna have to wait like a whole week to get back into this. Lucky there's only a week, you know. When you watch like football or the NBA, and you have to wait a whole like 6 months or 3 months. It's the worst time.
The off season is so long, right?
Absolutely the worst time. But
and there's not even games in between.
Oh yeah,
like
you get those crappy games. You know, you'll get those like. No, I'm not going to talk smack about any league in the world because they're still a good league. But you don't want to really watch. You want to watch Euro. You want to watch the best of the best. Like here, you want to watch the best of the best. You don't want to wait. We don't have to wait, to be fair.
No, we don't. But does that make you more like hungry to watch it again when you do have a break?
Yeah, I guess it does to an extent.
Because this, you kind of take advantage of, you know, having it all the time.
Yeah, I feel there is a privilege to it, but when you go for too long, you know, you itch. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with yourself?
Watch other games.
Watch other. I don't want to watch other sports. Ew. The NBA's already finished, so outdoors already finished.
Outdoors still going.
It's
still halfway there.
Is it?
Are you talking about like the A-League?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
That's done. Yeah, yeah.
The A-League. Their outdoor season that will finish by the time we get to next season.
Yeah,
thereabouts.
still be going.
But it'll be less intense. It'll be the end of the season, and so you'll see an increased quality of player come through. The people who couldn't dedicate their time. Imagine what that's going to do to the league.
Oh, it's going to be crazy. You need another team, 2 teams. As a turnover, and I think it was Natu there on the back end of that.
You think another 2 teams?
Yeah, there's you only need 5 players for each side minimum.
True.
And as you mentioned, what are you going to do in the off season?
Me?
I mean, in general, if you're not playing sport, then.
Oh, not me. That's my ego. That's my ego talking.
Talking about the players when they're done with the outdoor, it's how many months between the next season starts?
Yeah, yeah.
April. So
you want to keep the advantage and you play some.
Keep your fitness and your skills. Futsal is such a great sport. It's for Sneeda. Can she score one? Oh.
Look, outdoor will bring you that extra physical presence, but you're not going to get the same technical improvement because here it's so enclosed. Really, every step matters. You can't make a... Ooh, what a save.
Galena just, again, instincts. Just bring it out there.
But as I was saying, you can't make that one wrong step because you'll be closed down in mere milliseconds.
Does bring a lot of skill and different skill to your game. I mean, outdoor, it's endurance. Like, how do you run for 90 minutes? Up and down a huge field, in the rain, in the wind.
Oh, you ever
At
play in those
night.
muddy, the muddy fields?
Muddy fields.
Yeah, at least it's consistent.
The muddy fields.
No, yeah, well,
Futsal is consistent.
yeah, that's what I meant. Not the muddy fields.
Same time every week, same place. You don't move around.
Oh, well, we can.
Same location. Same people. I feel like Phoenix have just shut down a lot of Preston's easy shots. They've got to try a little bit harder to move that ball closer because now Phoenix, they're tracking their players. It looks like this half is working better for them instead of the first half. And Galena
Yeah,
warmed up.
she's really. Oh my goodness!
Another incredible save.
No words from me. That was just. Holy crap!
What is that from Fresneda? Oh, and Shanley just couldn't get there.
Oh, Oras World first says Steph's goal is my goal of the season, and then says these hosts should play instead of talking. Nah, I don't want to play. I like criticizing the players.
If you can find Steph's goal and
link it.
Please do, because we do want to see as many goals. It's the end of the season now. We want to, if anyone could have a particular goal that they favour, send it through.
True. I look. Now two's goal is hard to beat. I really don't think it's going to be beat, but that's my hot take.
Again, there should be a top three that say like the referees or the Serious Futsal Commissioner or even the media team have put together,
Yep.
and then it should be a fan vote.
Yeah, I agree. Use that content, as well on the socials.
Yeah, exactly.
Give that-
Create a poll.
Create a poll. Same with I think MVP is harder because you
It's
You
could
don't
be
wanna-
bias.
there's bias. You don't want to put too much power in the hands of the fans because, as you said, bias comes into it. You don't want to. Could you imagine? You might get a little bit of a silly vote. Someone who definitely shouldn't win the MVP comes along and takes it. Or you do 50-50. Fan vote. Player vote even. Player vote is something that is...
Like a player's player.
Yeah.
They do that a lot in inside clubs, and I feel like that could be a player's vote on the player's player.
Yeah,
That
I
should
think
be
that's
a new
fair.
should be a new award.
They have the best decision-making skill on who's the MVP and who's the best player. They can't do anything about goal scorer, obviously. It's a statistic win. Best coach, okay, not important. MVP is the key award.
Player's player. I reckon that should be a new award, and then the players vote on who they think it is.
The only problem with that comes voter fatigue. If someone is dominating, they're not going to win that award. Like, if you win 3 years in a row, 3 seasons in a row, on that fourth season, you could have just as good of a season. You're probably not going to get that vote because people get fatigued of it. Oh,
But that's a fourth
she's won
season.
again. Yeah,
Give it to someone else. It comes to the decision of the players. They get to vote. They go, all right, well, if that person's already won 4, let's give it to someone else.
True. Oris World, please link the Steph's goal. Link it. Link the goal.
Yeah, or tell us what round, and we'll try to find it.
We'll see it. I will concede if I'm wrong.
If anyone else has got a potential contender for goal of the season, please send it through to us. We'd love to see it. And it should be also, okay, you got goal of the season. What about save of the season?
I agree.
There used to be a save of the week. It's a bit harder because you can't tell when you go back who saved what, where goals are easier to look back on.
True.
But if you ask any keeper and you ask, hey, what's your best save you've done all season, they'll tell you when.
Exactly, that moment.
Yeah. All right. So, bit of a slow start since that last goal that we saw from Camilla Fresneda. Phoenix have just been shutting down Preston. They're just finding different avenues, but each time they're just unable to bring that ball to a particular target. Does it come because some of these players haven't played together throughout the season? Camilla Fresneda's been in and out, same as Nautu, same as Alicia Ike. The only person I feel like that's been here the most is Louisa Verratti.
Captain for a reason. But consistency is the most important thing. Again, we said this earlier today. Skill is one thing, luck is one thing, momentum is one thing, and the other component is the chemistry of the team. You don't need to be the best. Oh my goodness, she was like winding up to like shut down anything to make the best goal of the year.
I think she heard us. Like,
Yeah.
You know what? Do you want a goal this season? I'll create one for you. I think she can hear it from whatever comm she's got down there. Camilla Fresneda. It could happen in this game or the next game. We don't know. It's still this game to unfold.
Could you imagine the last game of this? Oh, Svetkopoulos.
Oh, and a save from Jacobs just to deny. Wow. Svetkopoulos toe poked that. Did the right thing on target. Jacobs in the last crucial moment. So corner kick here. Phoenix, can they find one in it? Preston well set up. Continue to set up. Second attempt there from Nguyen. Svetkopoulos. Camilla's just got an eye on it. Lines up here. Oh, still saved by Jacobs. That was incredible. Preston not letting anything slip through. Galena came out of her D.
I'm really impressed with how she's playing.
I feel like being a field player does give you a bit of advantage because you're good on your feet. You're good at passing. You're good at moving out of your D and being confident in that manner. That's why Liz Eyre from Fitzroy is so good. She used to be a field player, so that's why her kicks
That's true.
towards goal are so good and so pinpoint. It's unstoppable at times. And a lot of keepers don't have that instinct of a goal scorer. So if you have that asset, it's amazing. So Liz Eyre was missing in last week's game. Fitzroy did versus Phoenix, so they brought in their second goalkeeper, Kat Sajcek. They've done an incredible job filling in. And Liz Eyre, I'm sure, against Evolution, we hope to see her on the squad at least tonight.
You'd hope so. Like, with as Fitzroy, you want to come and win that game because that's the mentality of the club, and we hear it when we speak to all the coaches, every person who's part of that club. They won't want to just give up and say, oh, well, we lost the title. Doesn't matter. Leave it. They want to ensure they get that stab into Evolution saying, hey, you might have won this one, but you're not getting that celebration. We don't care. You can win. You can get your title in defeat. I really appreciate
well
that.
Said, yeah.
Gotta watch my hot takes sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble.
Should just do a post-match off the air. Josh's hot take.
Oh, honestly, hey.
Just like a short reel, not even like a whole thing. Just like a YouTube Shorts.
No, they should put
How
me.
many seconds is in a short? Like 30?
Yeah, about that. Hot. Oh no!
The
They've
whistle
called
blown!
it. They've called a whistle.
The whistle blow before that shot was taken, and now it's going to be a VAR.
I think
I
they're
don't know
looking
what
for a
that was.
handball.
Could be called for a handball. But I feel like Preston have challenged that because that's a goal. Oh, no, not Preston.
Well, that's the
Phoenix has called
goal. No, but they called the whistle first.
that.
So
They did. We did hear the whistle first. So I'm
why are
not
they
sure.
challenging that? I don't know what it could be. If anyone's watching, let us know. What the hell?
Could be the handball from Yang.
Handball from Yang?
Let's see.
Also, comment section if you want to see a hot takes by Josh. Link it down below. Write it. Oh, I see what you mean. Just before.
Yeah.
I think that her hand is in a natural position, truly. But also, even if they don't call that, they're not going to give the goal.
Will it be a free kick?
It'll be a free
against
kick.
Preston?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a goal. So
it's going to be so hard to.
they think there's a handball before the shot, and that's what they've called. Either way, I don't think there's going to be a goal called for Phoenix. If we could see that goal one more time, I'm not sure if we get that handball in it. But
Possibly a top angle. I don't know if that's
maybe a top angle. Yeah, that would
possible, because that would show us a different angle.
Yep, if we can get that top angle, it'd be good. Basically, they're coming back. They've called the handball. Interesting.
And that means the goal didn't count, and it's a Preston free kick.
Look, I think either way, the goal was not going to count. If we could see the replay one more time, would be nice. Just to, like, confirm. Because her hand was it looked by her side. You know, sometimes you give a handball, but your hand has to be in an unnatural position, first and foremost. And it didn't look quite like it there.
Very interesting, but unfortunately, we are not the ones that are holding the whistle, Josh. So we can't really tell if that was a legitimate handball. We could just only call it from what we can see, and Spectopolis with the response, just laying a lot of cards on the table and creating a lot of opportunities, but each time it just hasn't really met its mark. And a ramp. Galena collected that well. Don't think we're going to get that replay for you, Josh, but that's all right. We'll just move
it's okay. On. It's okay. It happens.
You win there, taking that opportunity.
Oh, my goodness.
Out of her box, and that's going to cost her. Bushra-Manker gets her third for this evening. It's just a goalkeeping error. Galena, with too much confidence, comes straight out of her D with with no danger at all, and then Bushra-Manker went, thank you very much.
She kind of gets screened by Verratti. She kind of she comes out, tries to get back in time. She was a bit too cheeky.
Little bit. I know she's a field player and she wants to get out of her D, but I feel like as a goalkeeper, you just can't take that much risk. You've got a defender next to you.
Yeah.
Use them. You don't have to go out. If you're the last line of defense, possible, but
that could be we don't have it, but a failure of the season. One up there, but just like those little moments that are just, you know, little mishaps. Yeah, bloopers of the season. I think that's funny. If the players could take a joke.
Don't know if that's
don't know that'd work.
There's been a few. There's been a few for sure throughout the season where you kind of went. It's like they have this thing on.
Well,
on Futsal, like don't come Monday.
Yeah,
that's it. Like don't like.
We've seen Shacked in the Fool for the NBA. Which is like they're all the mess ups.
Yeah, all the mess ups
that you don't see.
Yeah, and they'll replay it. So. Don't know if the players will take it lightly. Who knows?
But then again, they could have the commentary mess ups too, just to make it a little bit more even.
Mate, there's going to be too many of those. Too many to count. Getting all the players' names wrong or miss.
Oh nah, I don't want to go through that. If someone gets like a compilation of everything that goes wrong, it's a hard job, you know. It's a hard job. No.
It's hard. Every job is hard.
Every job?
Yep. What? Give me a job that's not hard.
A job that's not hard.
A factory job.
No, that's hard.
Every job has its.
I'd say a doctor's not so hard.
You're just gonna study for like 6 years.
That's not much. Then you sit in an office all day. That's pretty easy. I'm joking. Just in case anyone doesn't understand.
Any doctors out there?
Any doctors out there?
You know where to find us. Or find Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, truly every job has its difficult moments.
Yep. People make it look easy. That's all it is. I think that's what it is, Josh.
Oh.
There's Bushra Al-Khatib. on the floor there, Queen Bee with the high socks and the very short shorts on the field for Preston. Good to see her back on the court. Leah Katanos, number 8. The heart and soul of Preston. Haven't seen too much of her on the court tonight. Bring her back, please. 5 minutes to go. Just bring Leah back, score some goals. Get some of these players some game time as Ike goes down the line. Great block there coming from Nguyen.
Game has gone so quickly. Both games. It's like it wants us to get to that last game. I'm too busy enjoying this one.
As Ike, can she find a goal?
She sends that to the moon.
To the moon or to Keon Park Station?
No, I think that one went to the moon.
To the moon? Is it even out tonight? It's quite cloudy.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm going to have to check what type of moon it is.
A job that's not hard is newspaper deliverer. Well, when it's raining or it hails, you still got to make those deliveries, right?
And back in the day, when you had to ride a bike and throw the bike while it's in motion to the doorstep, and then you got to battle like cars, you know, dogs. People.
Yeah.
You got to wake up at 5 a.m. You got a heavy newspaper. So at the start of your run, you've got hundreds of newspapers on a milk crate because you're 15 years old. Like
True.
like,
it's child
the get
labour
up?
stuff right there.
Earning like $1 an hour or something.
If you're lucky.
In the rain. Yeah. Bushkra, I think she heard me.
About newspaper delivering.
No, about scoring goals.
About scoring goals.
You've got your chance here. Last game of the season. Got some game time, Bushra Al-Khatib. Get a goal in it for the season. Bit of hip and shoulder. Can she score one? Straight into the guts of Galena. Denied there. Yang. Can she hold it together? Run straight into Al-Khatib. Katanos. Goes wide. She's got the long sleeves. A few players with the long sleeves. It is a chilly one here in Melbourne.
As always, in the winter.
In the winter and in the Sirius Futsal Arena, there's just no heating whatsoever. It is an ice box. It's good for futsal. When you're running around, it's actually really good. You prefer that than the hot, humid weather that you get in summer.
True.
But when you're on the bench, you just need some form of heating.
Some jackets.
Jacket.
Fire pit.
Udi, I think you're allowed an Udi.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was talking to Joseph.
There's
referee.
Wow.
Yeah. And Costa, I go, can I wear an Udi? He goes, yeah, if you wear anything you want.
Well, bring out the Northern Phoenix / Preston.
Just like branding Udi.
That'd be kind of cool.
The spectators will love it.
I think, yeah.
I would wear one.
It'd be a cool photo, too.
Yeah.
As long as they can have the names at the back. Because I love their kits now look so good.
Oh! Did I go in? Alicia Ike getting a hat trick. That makes it now 9 goals to Preston.
I mean, she'll be happy with that one, closing out the season with a hat trick.
Absolutely. She's just been such an outstanding player when she's on court. Without a doubt, with every game, she scores at least one for her team, and that was a near post one. Just passing 2 defenders, too. I think she wants to be named goal of the week or goal of the season.
Trying. Still has to beat now, too.
Someone's going to do like a scissor kick.
Oh, I've been waiting for a scissor kick. It's very I don't know if we'll get that. Plus, it's very risky.
It is outdoor on the grass. It's a bit better, but on the court like this, your landing has to be perfect, or else you'll cause yourself more harm than good.
You might get a good goal though.
Yeah, but then
is it worth the broken spine?
Or dislocated shoulder? Or
that too. Heat is in Melbourne. Bring up to normal temperature. That's Auraris World saying. That's true. Sometimes. Melbourne is the only place in the world that you'll get 4 seasons in one day. It's a truly great city, isn't it?
Keep you on your toes. You're going to wear a hat, a beanie, a scarf, some bathers, a snorkel.
A snorkel. An umbrella. Got to bring in always an umbrella.
Jet skis. I don't know. Just all in one.
True. It really could go from like singlet weather. You're wearing, barely anything, and then it just like turns.
Yeah, absolutely. The temperature will just drop. And then the wind will come, and then the rain will come, The hail will come. The only thing that you don't really get in the city is snow.
True. Have you ever seen snow in Melbourne?
No, I don't think it's ever happened before. In the mountains, yes.
In the mountains, I've seen it.
But not in the city.
It's overrated, the snow.
Though, Preston, huge game for them. Huge win to end their season, 9-1 against Northern Phoenix. We can't wait to see what the next season will unfold for them. You know, finishing in third place, pretty good effort, you know, behind Fitzroy and Evolution.
Look, you can be proud of that. Those two teams were neck and neck. And you can be as good as them on your day. But you just have to make sure your day is more often. Simple as that. And I know that. You know, you finish third, they finish third, fair and square.
Something turned around in the season. I feel like there's moments where they were just so good consistently every week. I think the start of the season, I think they just weren't consistent. I think they're still trying to find some players coming in, players coming out. But when they're on form, they're just unstoppable.
It's true. And it'll be interesting to see how they construct themselves next season. Really, if they'll go to the transfer, I don't think they need to.
I don't think they need to, but they've already got a lot of players that they're already recruited. So now 2 coming in. This is her first season.
First season for any club?
For any club.
Really? She doesn't play like it.
No, and Camilla Fresneda, maybe it might be her second season. I can't remember now.
Fresneda.
Fresneda came from Amazons. Alicia Ike came from Amazons.
True.
Chanel Camilleri, this is her second season. Oof. Not a bad effort there. So
you're getting pretty quality players.
So if you're going to recruit more, I don't know where you would put them on the list because there's so many players that they've got, Preston. And then when they're not available, you've got other players that come on board. And Jacobs gonna score a goal. No, it didn't go in.
She came out there like
from nowhere. Look, it's 30 seconds to go. Preston up 8 goals. Why not give it to your keeper and take a shot at it? I would do the same.
It was always a feat for Phoenix to come in and win this one without Arado. So they've done well. 9-1 is they've done better, but this is a good starting point for them for next season to do something better, to work with each other, to try things. I do think that, I hope so, next season they get a win on the board.
Oh, that would be just incredible. Hopefully. That's the day will come.
It will.
And when it comes, it's just going to be so sweet for them. It's just going to be a relief. But there's the final whistle of this match. Preston winning 9 goals to Phoenix 1. And the last game of this season to wrap it all up, Fitzroy and Evolution straight after this. But we're going to stop this particular play. Going to go to a break and don't go anywhere because we've got a post-match interview coming right after this.
The hat-trick. He gets his hat-trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive. Interrupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take the yellow card. No worries, Joseph.
You take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Ellen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off.
Didn't give up.
And he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
Oh, chance, yeah, Bezapur gets around for Taya, and he makes it 1-0. And the freight train. Oh, we do! Yeah, Berat Bezapur, never seen wounded. Bezapur, can he finish? Bezapur, and it's Berat Bezapur, who'd have 3. And there it is, Bezapur. He does doesn't make sure he does. And they make it 9-1 with 20 seconds left to go. It's been Lockie Ramadam. It's just gone. Take that. He puts it away. He makes it 9-2, just a little bit more respectable. It gives us a Demarez celebration there, but this is a great ball. Over the top, brings it down on his knee, turns and volleys. Aaron, you can't do anything about that. Watches that one in the back of the net.
You trick them because you think they're going to go far, but then you go near.
True. Oh my goodness! And even Davies is dropped.
She's dropped. She can't believe it. We're talking about a goal cannot be conceded with the near post, and Hubik went, you know what? I would challenge that because watch this replay right here.
How do you even... How? How did she do that? Oh my God, how did she do that?
She went over the top of Paige Daly. She couldn't even react. Thanks for sticking around for the post-match interview. I'm here with Preston's Bushman Kerr. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Wow. Thoughts on the game and your 3 goals that you also scored again?
My 3 goals came out of nowhere, I believe. No, it's been tough. I haven't been training. I've been out with sickness and stuff. So today was a really good mental gain for me. But also my team, they're very supportive. I always doubt myself, but then come to futsal, they're like, you can do this. I love my team. Yeah, you've got a really good culture coming in your team. Everyone backs each other. You're almost like a family. You're all mates. You could see it, coming on the field as well. And speaking of which, what's your overall thought, even though you didn't play some of the games, your overall thought on the season from your own performance and the team's performance? I think as a team we're gelling pretty well. We do obviously have our new players coming in and out, but as soon as they're in here, everyone gets around each other. We're just really tight, and we all believe in each other. So we've got that good trust and bond. So I think that helps us gain momentum at times. So
yeah, and you've got big wins. I don't know if you played a couple of them, but beating Fitzroy is one that you've got to put up there as a season highlight because they're such a tough team to beat. And to do that, I think it was 3 rounds ago. Yeah. And people are calling it the game of the season.
Yeah. I mean, with just over a minute to go, we're scoring 3 goals. I think, again, it's that encouragement from our players, especially on the bench as well, and from the stadium. And obviously we're led by 2 amazing captains, Taylor and Louisa, so they really help us. Knowing that they're on the field, I feel like, we've got this.
Yeah, and then you've got Damazi coming on as coach sometimes with her, get up sometimes. She's here to coach.
I mean, today she was the one that pushed me to believe in myself, so props to her. The 3 goals wouldn't have come without her, so thank you to Damazi.
Thanks for that. Well, I appreciate your time up here in the studio, and huge congratulations finishing 3rd for this season, which is such a huge, accolade that you've got, just behind Fitzroy and Evolution. So for them, credit to your team to finish top 3 is such a good thing. And all the best for the Cup and then the next season to come. And again, appreciate your time up here in the studio.
Definitely. Stay tuned for next season.
Excellent. Again, it's Bushman Kerr from Preston, and up next, do not miss it. It is Fitzroy against Evolution. We'll see you then.